What's going on, Internet? My name's Flare, and welcome back to episode number 4 of Double Trouble. Today, coming in with the team that I took to Nationals 2015, the VGC of Megamens, Sylveon Milotic, Excadrill, Amoonguss, and Scrafty. Now, it's Choice Spec, Sylveon, Leftovers, Milotic, Focus Sash, Excadrill, Assault Vet, Scrafty, and Rocky Helmet, Amoonguss. Now, let's see how many wins we can get with this team here. We were 3-0 with the last team, the Pledge team, so let's see what we can't do in this episode. It's been a while since I've used this team specifically, and it did fairly well at Nationals, relatively speaking. It was eliminated from Day 2 contention in round number 7, and it came down to a Milotic versus a Cresselia, and I lost the Protect battle. I was kind of disappointed, but it was the end of game. It was game 3. It came down to the wire. I was pleased with how this team did. I put it together literally the day of, and I registered right before time expires. You see JT from California wanting a shiny Greninja, or Froakie, or Frogadier. Looks like he's bringing a team of Clefable, Infernape, Thundurus, Gallade, Ninetales, and that thing is called Superior. So one obvious Mega in the Gallade, maybe Citrus Berry on the Thundurus, probably a more bulky variant given the team makeup. His 2 defensive walls look to be his the Clefable, which is probably more the defensive side and possibly especially defensive Thundurus. So options right now. Sylveon, given the 2 fire types, doesn't look like it does as good right now. I mean, it's still obviously a good type. Excadrill does really well for the most part, being able to handle everything save for the Superior and the Gallade. Amoonguss doesn't do well given the fire types. So, I mean, my team really doesn't necessarily match up well. But I think a lead of Salamence and Excadrill really does well, I think, in this situation, just giving the Earthquake Rock Slide potential, and with the... Actually, he doesn't really have anything to hit Sylveon super effectively with, so I can fire out double Hyper Voice, and it'll do quite a bit of damage to everyone. And then I'm going to bring Excadrill and Milotic. Man, this timer is a lot shorter than I think it is. But I'm going to lead with pretty much, I don't know, a double Hyper Voice is going to be pretty deadly to whatever he wants to switch in here. He's going to send out Ninetales and Infernape. Going to set up the Sun. I think I'm just going to Hyper Voice and then it's Impact Fire. I mean, the Sylveon, it's a neutral hit on the Infernape, and I think really I just want to be in the position where I get some damage off on this Ninetales, because there's a good chance it's going to go for a Heat Wave possibly, and I just want to break Sassa all around, so whoever he chooses not to fake out, he's going to go for a Gunk Shot right away onto the Sylveon. That's probably going to come close to taking it out, but the Intimidate coming in clutch there. Solomon's going to fire up a Hyper Voice, bring the Infernape down to its potential focus, not Focus Sashed. And then Ninetales is going to go for a Fire Blast, probably onto the Sylveon. That might definitely be enough to... Okay, he went for it onto the Mence. And that's going to be enough to take out the Ninetales. So one turn, 2 knockouts. And you set up the Sun. So we have his Childeon's Choice Specs into Hyper Voice, and the Salamence is going to be able to do what he wants. He's bringing the last 2 monsters, the Glade and the Clefable. Probably not the best situation for Mega Ments here, but getting a knockout onto the Glade will be good, as Excadrill will be able to handle the Clefable in the back. And it's going to be a Mega Glade. Not sure what he's going to want to do. Salamence outspeeds it unless it wants to go for a Protect, which would probably be its smartest move right here, as he's going to go for a Shadow Sneak onto the Sylveon. Not going to do enough to avoid the knockout, as Salamence is going to go in for a Hyper Voice, and he's going to almost take out both Mons, and Clefable's going to clean up the Salamence here with a Moonblast. Not going to be enough, but free switch into Excadrill in the back, and then Hyper Voice should end the Glade, and Clefable's not going to appreciate it, as it's actually going to KO both Mons, and that's going to be a really, really fast episode. 2 turns. Shows you the power of double Hyper Voice and how deadly this team could be against certain teams, and that's a 3-0 victory in my favor. So that's going to bring this episode in. I only like to do 1 battle just because double battles can run long if you're not careful about it. So we'll come back with the same team in the next episode, see if we can get another win. And I'd like to thank you for watching. Have yourself a good day. Good night.